Okay, I think I'm live. Give me just a second here. Uh-oh, my picture's a little bit small here. Hold on, let me... No, I'm just joking. Let me move you over here. Okay, and let me bring chat up real quick. And I also need to make sure I turn my son down. Hey, Maki, can you close your door? He's shouting at his friends. He's screaming at them. Okay, let's see. That's weird. My current live shows up as something totally different. View your channel. The good thing I finally did is I finally made my premium account my Unrested account. Oh, what's up, everybody? Okay. Sorry for the late arrival tonight. I had friends over. Actually, a friend all the way back from college. It was great to catch up with them again. I don't think I'd seen them since like 2010, sometime in 2010. So it was awesome. We had so many stories to talk about. Really awesome when you can keep friends in your life that long. Okay, let's see what we got here. Bring this over here. I'm doing pretty good. This was a rough week. Udatsu family, what's up? What's up? I saw you saw my message. Yeah, you had a comment blacklisted by YouTube's internal algorithm. I don't know why they do that, man. It sucks. It just randomly chooses stuff. I think I probably know why. If you talked about advertising, they were probably like, this person's trying to push some kind of ad. Hold on, I got to tell my son to close the store. He's like, he's having a good time, but he's just yelling at his friends. Give me just a second. Okay. Yeah, this week was a rough week at school. Holy cow. I had so much stuff to catch up on. Let me grab chat and put it up here real quick. It was kind of weird. Like, I thought I would probably, I mean, I streamed a little bit while I was on break, right? I was on break last week, and I thought I would stream more, especially I feel super bad and I have to apologize to them. My role-playing group, I thought I would be ready to do extra sessions, but something kind of weird happened while I was on break. I got asked to hang out with like multiple people, which I'm not like really like a super social guy for the most part. I like this is like the highlight of me being social. Although I will say hanging out with my college friends, it feels like totally normal. Something I want to make. Um, the girl I was talking about probably has YT ads. That's probably what it is. Like if they catch any, like if here's the craziest thing, Udatsu. I have Osoroshi Nights is my other channel, and they're linked to the same AdSense account. You can't make any money on it yet because it's too small, but they're linked to the same AdSense. So definitely YouTube knows I own it. If I come on here with that channel and say, hey guys, please check out my second channel, it'll block me from myself. It's ridiculous. Jonah, you too? Rough week, man? This week was crazy. I just had too much going on. Anyway, during my break, both of my neighbors wanted to hang out, and they're wonderful dudes, like super fun. One of them's like really into anime, and I'm stoked I live next to somebody who's into that. And the other guy's really into Warhammer. So we both of the brothers, they're two brothers who live together. We both have a bunch of talk about. And I told him, yeah, come on over. I always say like come over, but I never expect people to actually take me up on it. And they both did. And the one guy, we painted Warhammer minis, and then the other guy, we sat and we drew all kinds of anime and horror stuff and things like that. And it was a good time. And then I have another neighbor. Um, he is, I don't know, he's probably about mid 20s. I want to say he's like mid 20s. And he lives with his dad, who's like 84, I think. And he's got, I don't know, I'm not like a professional, but he's got some challenges. Um, and he made a YouTube channel. And he did find out that I had a YouTube channel and he asked me for some help. And, his poor dad wants to, he wants to help him out, but he's 84, so he doesn't know a lot about YouTube, of course. Um, so I told him, yeah, when I have spring break, hit me up and I'll try to help you out. And so he had been doing videos that were like him. He would like kind of turn on the camera and film his room a little bit and maybe film like around his house, but he was really nervous about trying to talk. So I said, Bud, I think like he was like, how do I get more viewers and how do I make my videos more popular? And I was like, I think you need to like narrate a day or like have a um you have cracked ribs, Kai? Oh my God, dude. I'm super sorry to hear that, dude. That is ultra uncomfortable. It's like, even breathing hurts. So he messaged me and was like, please come help me on this day. And I was like, all right, dude, let's do it. And so pretty much what I did is I narrated one of his videos for him and like filmed him just walking around, dude. Like pretty much his day is kind of like hanging out around the house. Him and his dad kind of do some like lawn mowing service around the neighborhood, which I have my lawn mowed by them. They do a great job. But when it's not lawn mowing season, he's kind of like restless. And his new hobby is to kind of make YouTube videos on the side. And of course, he's interested in the part where you can make money. But I tried to explain to him, like, I think you got to get like to, I think it's like 500 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours. So I said, don't worry about the money part. Like maybe it eventually gets there. Just enjoy making the videos. And so I helped him get through a video where it is narrated, and it says like, this is my day. I ride my He's got one of those like electric bikes, one of those e-bikes, I guess they call it, and helped him with that. And then also my friend, uh, I call him Mr. Howell, because that's what I call him at work. And we hung out too. We did our taxes. Very exciting, right? That's really exciting. So I like by the time it was Sunday, it was like kind of the first day. Oh, and then my parents, Jesus, yeah. Then my parents wanted me to drive out to this wild place called the Linger Lounge, which is like a restaurant covered in taxidermied animals, which it was very interesting. It was a very unique restaurant for sure. You get to look at everything you're eating there, and they have like wild stuff on the menu, like possum and squirrel and all this different stuff. And it's always wonderful to see my parents. I love them. But well, I'm gonna catch up with all you guys in comments too. Editan, thank you for watching me for so long. I really appreciate it when I see stuff like this. But I'm gonna go through and actually read comment by comment. I usually do. Anyway, by the time it hit Sunday and I was supposed to host a TTRPG, I was like, guys, I'm sorry. I need this day to just shut up and not talk at all. I don't want to hear myself and I don't want to hear other people. I want to hear silence. So that's what I did. I sat there and I played through the ending of I believe it was made in China, I want to say. It's a game called Sense. It's called Sense, Cyberpunk Ghost Story. It was pretty good. It was pretty interesting. It was like a 2D side scroller mixed between like Fatal Frame and Silent Hill, but with cyberpunk. But the like little stories of this apartment that you're kind of walking through are pretty interesting, but the ending I couldn't understand. It was good. Anyway, I don't want to just talk. Hey, Meadow, welcome. Okay, let me go through here and just check out what's everybody doing. I'm doing okay. How you doing, bud? I'm doing good. Kai, once again, I am super sorry to hear about your ribs. That sounds horrendous. I'm hoping you're going to be better soon. Hey, Tim, welcome back. Hope your comic's going good, bud. Udatsu, of course, always happy to see you here. We made it to the weekend, though, so we got to enjoy it. You are totally right. Yeah, we made it to the week. This was such a rough week. Getting back to school, like, first of all, like for some reason, my brain would not kick into gear. I don't know. I just sometimes I have that. It's really an ADHD thing where like your brain just doesn't want to kick into gear. So my first day back on Monday, like I was like messing up times and everything at work. Like I'd be like, oh wait, this class ends now. How do I not like? It's only been 1 week off. What's your problem, Scott? And then I had a video conference with one of the higher ups that I was like nervous about. Um, I had a disciplinary problem that was a big one that I had to work through and talk to a parent about. That was not fun. I'm never happy when I have to do that. Um, what else? Oh, I had a bulletin board I had to get up, which was like a major art project to get done. Um, oh, I had a bunch of people on my team I had to message and just make sure they were doing okay because they were two brand new hires who I'm the leader of the team, so I want to make sure they're doing okay. And then I'm also the chairman of our Character of Excellence application, so I also had to make sure that was in order too. So it was just like a lot to come back to in 1 week. I mean, all that I'm talking about is on top of teaching 6 classes every day. So it was an intense, nonstop week. Anyway, let me catch up with you guys here. Yeah, we made it to the weekend. Well, Jonah, I'm sorry you had a rough week too, but I can definitely sympathize with you. Meadow, always happy to see you here. That's ridiculous. I don't understand. Stupid, so I just don't comprehend that. What happened? What's ridiculous? Oh, you're talking about how things get blacklisted. Dude, it's insane. Like, um, you could even like make a typo where if like you said like the word she and then you forgot to like put like a comma or a space or something, and then the next word was it, the whole comment would be blocked because of that typo. Even though you had no intention of writing a curse word, the algorithm reads it as that and is like, oh, well, that's really close to the word shit, so I better block this. Taking this opportunity to say I've been watching you for over 10 years now, close to 15 now, I guess. Anyway, so glad to see you, Scott. Well, I'm glad to see you, Aritan. That's awesome that you're here. Just joined. Who are you talking about, Scott? Oh no, I'm just talking about how my week off was, how I like kind of burnt myself out socially and just um no, not talking about Oldie. I hope Oldie's doing okay though. Yeah, I'm trying to do as little as possible. Yeah, Kaya, I've never broken my own ribs, but I have heard nothing but absolute torture about trying to heal up, that even small movements and stuff are brutal. My videos suck because I hate my voice, so I have no dialogue. But no, that's your videos are a really good free-form vlog that document things day to. I don't know if you'd even need to narrate it because you video it in such a comprehensive way from start to finish, where we kind of know what's going on. This guy, it's his first time ever filming anything, and oh my God, like I felt so bad for him. I I noticed his videos would just be like a single shot of like one area of his house, and then he just cut the camera and he didn't know some other stuff. Like he didn't know like if you make it for is this okay for kids? What it does is it cuts comments. You can't comment then, and it makes it even harder for your video to be seen. Um, he also like so I said like okay, so what you need to do is start to edit your videos, and I showed him how iMovies is free. He has an iPhone, and I thought he was filming on his iPhone, and so I was like, so give me your phone, and like he didn't know his own password to the Apple App Store, so he had to like ask his dad and stuff. So I'm trying to help him through this because it's kind of like a technical struggle for him. It's a big challenge, and I went on there and I'm like, all right, let's start to edit your videos. And then I checked and there was no videos on his phone at all. And I thought like, I said, what, did you wipe your phone before I came over? A serious question. I really thought he might have done that. Like maybe he was shy about what he had filmed. And I felt bad. I felt like, oh man, bud, you don't need to be shy. Like I'm not going to like criticize your videos or anything. And he's like, no, I still have all my videos. And I'm like, well, where are they? And he's like, I film on my laptop. And I'm like, wait, so like you unplug your laptop and like carry it around? He's like, yeah. And I was like, oh no, buddy, your phone's got a camera. Like, so I had to show him like just film on here. It's so much easier to upload your videos. So I made it a little easier for him. And then I showed him, I edited one of his videos. I'll have to give him a shout out at some point. I'll ask him if that's okay at some point. He's a little bit shy, and I get it, dude. Like when you first start, even with no challenges at all, I was shy as hell. So it's rough. It's rough. Um, Cyberpunk 2077. You know what, Kai? I need to buy Phantom Liberty. I still haven't played that one yet. I don't know. The problem. I'm stuck in this weird sort of mental state. I love Cyberpunk 2077. In fact, I liked it back when it was called garbage and had a bunch of game breaking bugs. I had one. I ran into a ton of bugs in there. I soft locked so many times when I first played it. But I'm stuck in this weird situation where I'm like, I feel like I should start the game over to play the DLC, but I don't want to start the game over because it's such a long game. Um, I don't know. I'm a goofball. I'm playing Ninja Gaiden Sigma on the Switch, and anytime I beat a boss, it's like the happiest day of my life. Oh, so yeah, I've heard like that game's pretty awesome, but it definitely has like that Dark Souls feel of like, oh, I finally made it past this point. Oh shoot, why can't I open this with my left hand? There we go, got it. Sorry guys, I'm gonna be kind of gross and drink right out of the gallon. I'm almost done with this. Whenever I get close to this, I'm like, why make a? I actually made a bunch of dishes dirty tonight, cooking for other people. I made pan-seared salmon onigiri with fish flakes. Uh, what are they called? Poneri, pan. I have some kind of fingers. I forget what it is, but it's like meat wrapped in all this stuff. And miso soup, and I think that's it. I think that's all I made. But they said it was really good. I hope it really was. I hope I hope it wasn't just like old college friends being like, "Oh, poor Scott, he's still cooking crazy shit like this." They said it was really good though. Let's see. It's that hard. No, I understand that. Um, don't worry, it takes about 6 to 8 weeks to heal. Meantime, I concentrate on drinking water and making it to the bathroom. I'm no stranger to pain. Of course it hurts, but I survived it before. Damn, Kai, dude. How'd you do it? What happened? You get in an accident or something? I hope it's not. If it's too severe, you don't have to talk about it. Or if you don't want to, you don't have to talk about it. But that sucks. I got, what is this? A black pencil. Okay. Recently, I've been using black pencils to shade. I'm putting serious thought into getting a second webcam so I can show myself as well as my art surface. Oh, Tim. Um, just use OBS. Oh, actually, let's see. You need OBS. You need a decent video card. Probably like probably like a, well, I don't know if you have to have a 4070. Maybe you could have an older one and you'd be okay. It might start to chug though. Um, Probably you're okay on 16 gigs of RAM, but it does. The more video feeds you put on there, the more it starts to chug. I will say that. But just download OBS if you don't have it. It's totally free. Download it, and then if you need help getting a walkthrough, I'll walk you through it. Welcome back, Meadow. Yeah, Kai, dude, Cyberpunk was like really an emotional game for me. Like, there's that. I guess spoiler alert. Like, if you haven't played Cyberpunk, like I haven't played Phantom Pain, so I can't tell you anything about that. But I mean, the one version where you can commit suicide, that's brutal. Um, the whole like giving up your own mental existence or going to see Keanu Reeves' girlfriend who is trapped inside of a machine. Um, I guess also like even you go to that moon base and you find out there's no cure and you're gonna die in like 2 months or something. That's painful too. Uh, Hold on. Let me just check because maybe you don't need that much. You might be okay. Okay. The thing I ran into as far as a problem is okay, let me just check. Um, okay, hold on. Uh, Wait. Okay. So this is according to Gemini. All right. Using two webcams generally requires a better video card rather than more RAM because encoding and processing multiple video streams heavily relies on both the video card and the GPU's capabilities. Um, if you're experiencing performance issues with multiple webcams, go. Test by using a GPU with dedicated video encoding to see if it improves performance. If it does, then know your GPU is limiting the factor. Oh, actually, you know what you could do though? Um, you could reduce the quality, or you could reduce the bandwidth. Oh no, wait, you're streaming this, right? That's what you're talking about, streaming it, right? If you meant like just recording for your computer without streaming, that's a little different. But uh, for even dual streaming, while I've got video going and like at 32 gigabytes of RAM, my computer started to chug. And with a 4070, 32 gigabytes of RAM, 7.1 AMD, right? Yeah, AMD Ryzen, and it started to chug when I was dual streaming Twitch and YouTube. Thaddeus, I haven't seen you in a long time, man. Glad you're back, dude. Best movie watched this or last year? Oh, hmm. Okay, hold on. Hmm. Maybe last year. Hmm. God, I don't know, man. Definitely Rebel Moon. No, I'm just joking. God, that was. I accidentally watched that and I was like, what is this is so bad. What is this like a joke? Um Talk to Me was pretty damn good. So was like the new Evil Dead Rise. But I saw stuff that was like more indie than that that was really good. Um Recently here, I'll show you. This is something you guys can watch for free because I did. Um Hold on. Ugh. Oh, is it hair? No, I'm just imagining there's a hair there. Give me a second. I think eyes, right? Wasn't that the name of this one? Yeah. Let me just check to make sure. And let me do share screen. Check it out, bro. All right, window capture, properties. Well, I don't want it to take up the whole screen. All right, hold on. Let me grab my big dumb face and shrinky dinky down. Oh my goodness, I'm so tiny now. And this movie, I think this was it. Here, let me turn it down. Was this the one? Yeah, this is the movie. Eyes. It's totally free. Oh, why am I not subscribed? Oh my god. Oh, I know why. Because I switched my premium channel to my main channel. I just watched this, and we've got like no CGI, no special effects, pretty much just straight storytelling. And this movie's plot was like all over the place. It was pretty crazy. When you put it together, when you understand it, you're like, holy crap, is this a complicated background? But it turned out to be pretty decent. And I was pretty impressed. So if I was gonna say best movie I saw this year, this is probably one of the best ones. As far as Japanese horror is concerned. Yeah, this is probably the best one. All right. Bonk. Move, Scott. Okay. That was probably the best one I watched recently. And it's totally free. You guys should watch it. Oh, here. You know what I'll do? Give me a second. Let me just give everybody the link. Copy. And then everybody comment, Unrested sent me. It won't matter because I don't think many people read any of the comments on this channel, but there you go. Go watch it for free. It was good. Speaking of Japanese horror, there's this old one I enjoyed from around 1964. All right. Well, there's a way we can figure this out. Japanese horror movies. 1964. Was it Qui-Gon? I've seen this one. Hold on. Let me move my big dumb face again. If it's Qui-Gon, I watched this. It was really good. Is it this one? We're just going to watch the trailer, okay? Uh-oh, wait. What am I doing? I'm blocking the... Hey, dummy. Hey, dummy McDumbpants. There you go. I forgot the name. Was this the one? Was it Qui-Gon? Here, should we... I feel like it... Hold on, sorry. Let me turn it down a little bit. Is it... Maybe it's just loud in my... Hold on. Oh, you watched this? This one's good, right? Yume de wa nai. It is not a dream. Woman of the Snow. Why not just Yuki Onna? Oh, this one's kind of sad. In a cup of tea. Going on. That's what you got to say it. Going on from 1964. All right. That's enough. Ah, no, wait. I don't want to make it bigger. Dude, it's such a good movie. It's a few stories. It's kind of like Toshi Densetsu from 1964. Urban legends, pretty much. I highly recommend it. I think you can watch all these for free on YouTube. I'm sure you can find the whole thing. It's so good, dude. 20 celebrities who died in car crashes. Oh, that's sad. Who would watch such a thing? All right. I'm just joking. I probably would watch something like that. How do you forget to paint his ears to hide from the ghost? I don't know, dude. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know how you messed that up. Um, Eric, what's up, dude? When visiting the channel that way back, I'm not sure if it was the intro or just the channel trailer for Unrested. The more I think about it, it might have been the channel trailer. Those were a video automatically plays. How do you forget to? Oh no, wait. What? Oh no, sorry, Redbeard. I'm sorry, I'm mixing your two questions up here. Sorry, Redbeard. What did you ask? I must have missed the beginning part of the question. Oh, you used to have a really cool hard rock song as your intro, YouTube intro, maybe 7 to 8ish year. Any chance you remember the name of that one? Oh, I used to make a bunch of different intros. It might have been like, was it heavy metal or was it like, like deathcore type, or was it, um, I forget the name of the band. Um, I, I think I want to say it was. No, Immerse. Damn it, I can't remember. It's been a long time. It's like not emergent. God dang it. All right, hold on. No, not Chelsea's Grand. Wait. I don't want to listen to anything right now. Extermination, dismemberment, Bermuda. Ah, damn, I can't remember.
For new channel. No, it would be sick.
Damn, I can't remember the name. God, I can't remember. And what was the name? Amur. That was the name. Right? I think so. Was it that one? Like, it's pretty heavy. I'm not going to play too much of this because I think I'll scare off everybody. Yeah, dude. I know what you mean. You said even trying to browse your channel, I couldn't find it, dude. Sometimes me trying to find my own stuff on my own channel, it's the problem you have when you have 1,100 plus videos. It's kind of ridiculous, right? I mean, I'm not I'm not blaming you. I'm blaming me. I'm like, it's ridiculous trying to find, even just trying to find stuff on my own channel. You think too, you're like, oh, I'll just go back through the channel a couple years, and you're like, Jesus Christ, how many, like, how long does this thing go down? Like, it just keeps going and going and going and going. Just cut and cleaned up my yard, and I got bad storm warnings and tornado warnings already lined out for tomorrow. Damn, really? Did you guys hear about Myanmar? Burma? Like, holy cow, dude, 7.1 earthquake. I hope everybody's like, it can't be good, man. 7.1's big. Even Japan, 7.1 would be pretty massive. Okay, let's get this down. I know how it feels. I haven't slept properly for 15 years. Dang, dude, why having such bad sleep, Kai? You know what? If you got really bad sleep, I got a really good name for your channel. No, I'm just joking. Um, I'm still kind of not great for sleep. I don't know, sleep is so weird. I don't know. I'm kind of like, my sleep is weird. I wish I I wish I could sleep the way my wife sleeps. My wife, like, she can like go to sleep and stay asleep for like long amounts of time. My son and both of my sons too. Like both of them can be like, I'm gonna sleep. And if I don't wake them up, they can sleep almost like a full day. And like I don't know how you do that. I can't do that. It radiated all the way out to Thailand. Jesus, I hope they're okay. Man, that sucks. Did you guys see like the people were driving down the street and a giant skyscraper fell like as they're driving? And there's like idiots online who are like, fake, that's a controlled demolition. The bridge they were on wasn't even shaking. And it's like, well, what are you hoping to prove? Like, can't they just say, like, I mean, are they trying to say that like everything else falling is just an earthquake, but that one's a controlled demolition? Like, I don't get it. Like, can they just be upset? Is that okay if they're upset about an earthquake? I think like something like 29 people died in it, which is kind of crazy because I think it was being built. That's why there wasn't a ton of people inside. Well, that completely sucks because that means like all the construction workers, probably most of them died. The whole family is Sleeping Beauty. I don't know how my family does it. I feel like Japanese people, I don't know why I suddenly talk like that. Japanese people in general like are able to sleep like way heavier than me. I don't know. Like I've seen them sleep like in subways, like just like leaned against like tile, like sat over on like a subway bench, just able to drift off no problem. On the airplane too, dude. I'm so jealous, man. They freaking just crash out. Oh, sorry, crash out means something totally different now. That means get angry. But what I mean is like go to sleep real easy. They go to sleep like so simple. Like for them, they'll sleep through an entire flight, and I don't know how. Like they'll sleep through like the whole 16-hour flight from America to Japan. And I'm just like, how do you do it? I wish I could do it. You can be out in like 5 minutes. Damn, dude. I usually start to lay down in bed around 9:30, 10 o'clock, and I usually can't fall asleep till like 11, 11:30. It sucks. I have to have like everything right. And recently, I don't know why. Um, like how have you guys noticed like as you age, like the way you have to sleep keeps changing? I used to be able to fall asleep like laying on my back. Like that was so easy. Laying on my back, fall asleep, no problem. Um, Now at my age, I have to sleep on either side, like a side of my body. And since I've been an adult, I've never been able to sleep laying on my stomach anymore. Like I can't. Especially if I lay on my stomach and I put my arms above my head, both my arms like go numb in like seconds. I can keep them at my sides, but then I'm like face planted into the pillow and it's not comfortable. Now these days I have to lay on my side. I have to put a pillow between my knees. I have to have something playing in my ear, like scary stories for sleeping or like ambient music or I don't know. It might change with your mattress. That might be something. I probably need to buy a new mattress because damn, dude, like my shoulders get sore every time. Like I feel like my shoulders are like pushing into the mattress too much or something. Like I know my shoulders are like pretty wide for like how the rest of my body is. Like I've got like a super V shape for like my body like goes out to like a V more than the average person. Like my shoulders are way broader than someone for my size normally has. Not trying to brag. Oh, I got big shoulders, Mr. Big Shoulder guy. You guys better respect those big old shoulders. But because of that, my shoulders tend to jut into the mattress harder than the rest of my body. Valerian root. Yeah, sometimes I'll use like melatonin and stuff like that. And ASMR. Yeah, I'll use ASMR sometimes. Why the hell weren't we truly warned aging sucks ass? Yeah, dude. Dude, like think about how excited you are to be an adult when you're a kid. You think of like how badass your life's gonna be. Yo, I'm gonna have a house. My house is gonna be badass. It's gonna be like a movie theater in my house. And like on all my pantries are gonna be filled with candy. And like every shelf on my pantry is going to be filled with like a different candy. Like there's going to be like a chocolate shelf, and there's going to be a shelf that's just full of like gummies and stuff like that, and then like a jelly bean shelf. And then mostly I'm going to have like a big movie theater in my house. And then my friends are always going to be spending the night because we'll be playing like couch co-op games 24/7. And then like you actually get to this age and you're like, yo, fucking eating candy all day sounds disgusting. And then also, fuck having a bunch of people over to watch a movie together. I'd rather just like lay in my bed totally alone by myself watching something on my phone. Um, Video games are okay, but I'd rather just do it online rather than being couch co-op because then I got to clean up after people when they're here or clean up before they come over. And yeah. You grow up and you become tired, exhausted, socially exhausted. Um, I don't know, like even candy, like candy is like really gross to me now. Like especially like like Skittles or like super sugary stuff. Like, oh, I was like a crazy candy eater when I was younger. I can't breathe if I don't stay on one of my sides, and rest on the couch. My bedroom is unused. I have to sleep on my side. Wish I could consistently sleep on my back. If I'm in a chair on a bus, I can fall asleep fine though. I can when I go on a plane, like obviously I've taken the plane ride back and forth between America and Japan. Like I gotta bring some sort of sleeping agent to even get like I might get like an hour to 3 hours of sleep if I take like sleeping medicine or like melatonin or any of that stuff. Like I'll be really lucky if I get like 3 hours. Like that's a super long time. Whoa, melatonin made your night terrors worse? Whoa, that sucks. Oh no, dude, I won't. I can't imagine taking gummies. Like those kind of gummies. What's up, Mark? Glad to see you. I did not play Death Stranding, no. Um, I didn't play it because um hmm, it seemed like more of a like a little bit of a chore. Um like more of a chore rather than anything else. What was that? Like a paper? Paper stuck to my head. Um I watched the story, and the story was like outrageously confusing. I still think it's a beautiful game. I love the character design. I love the crazy ideas of like rain turning you old. Um, I love I love a lot about it. Like I mean, it's really like everything is like crazy cool about it. I love the technology, the ideas, um, the sense of like community that you're like bridging the gap between communities. Um, but playing it seemed like it was kind of a chore. I don't know. These days, if a game is like really long, I have to love the game loop. Um, Silent Hill 2 is probably one of the longest games. Well, no, Elden Ring would probably be the most recent game I played that's super long. Like Elden Ring, that kind of game loop I could play forever. You could make a game that was like 300 hours, and if it was leveling up and learning to fight and gathering armor and lore and stuff like it is in Elden Ring, I could probably play it like 1,000+ hours. But even like Silent Hill 2, I struggled, dude. It was a good game. It was an amazing game. It took me 60 hours to beat that game because I have to see everything. I have to do everything. I have to find everything. I'm like super OCD. So a game like Death Stranding, I'd be like, oh God, I can't stop. I gotta play this forever. And then if it goes too long, then I like start to get frustrated. I'm like, am I ever gonna see the end of this game? It was surprisingly easy, but I kind of feel like him. I should stream Elden Ring. I don't know, like, what was that? Hold on. I think my cat's knocking stuff off the table. Hold on. Deca, what are you doing? What was that? What was that? What stuff knocked off the table? Oh, shoot. I know. I know. A sad baby. Dipple. Dipple. Big chunky chunks. Ugh. This big, beautiful baby. Who is this big, beautiful baby that everybody loves? Hmm? Who's this big, big, beautiful baby? Big smoochies. Mwah. Look, look. Who is this big, beautiful baby? Snuggle, 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 snuggle. What you doing, huh? You good baby? Huh? Hmm. Hmm. Wait, 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 wait. Where are you going? Here, just let me get my headphones on. You're gonna jump, huh? You don't want to stay with Dad? You're showing everybody your butt? Don't do this, dude. The worst angle. There we go. Why don't you just stay here? What are you doing, bud? I keep trying to turn to make it like more palatable, but you're there you go. Just chill out. Just relax. Look, you're famous. There was a freak cryptid running across the living room. Yeah, this is big chunky chunks. Big old chunky boy. Big chunky chunks. Why are you so shy? Hmm? What you doing? You don't want to hang out for a little bit? What about snacks? I bet if I had snacks, you'd be happy. Who is your favorite Dragon Ball character? And why And did your kids watch the show? Uh I was never big into Dragon Ball Z. You know, I liked his artwork a lot, but I mostly liked it for Dragon Quest. That's what I liked his art the most for. Because I'm more of like a fantasy guy. As far as Dragon Ball Z, they didn't really. They kind of knew about it a little bit because the Frieza movie came out like after they had been born. I think they were probably around 5 or 6 when that came out. But it's more of like a generation before, way before them, my kids, I mean. And for me, it's weird. Like I'm kind of in this weird gap where it got popular right around when I started. Like, no, I shouldn't say that. It was popular around when I was in high school. And my parents didn't have like, you know how like cable used to work where you like got different levels of cable? Like I didn't have a level that included like Cartoon Network where I could watch it. So I never got into it because I never could see it. And then a lot of my friends got really into it in college. By the time I got to college, I had friends who had like these massive VHS collections that were so big they like had scenes from the movie that were across the whole VHS collection. But by that time, my interest had totally changed. He wants them scritches. Ugh. Um. Yeah. I never got as big into it. I don't know though. Like my choices are always so weird when it comes to anime and manga. I'd say I'm like too picky, and I know I am too. Like I'm not being like whatever, man. Dragon Ball Z sucks because I didn't watch it. No, it's a great show. Um, but I'm just so picky. Like I have this problem. Like if I start to watch a series and the series like loops any kind of theme too much, I lose interest really fast, even if it's really good. Oh, you have used VHS tapes. That's cool, man. The only thing I wonder though, like with people who like start to get into like retro stuff. Oh shoot, I got 2 messages. Really? No, I don't. My phone's like way behind. Oh shoot, I better check this though. Hold on. Oh shoot, I have my lesson tomorrow. I changed my Japanese lesson till to Saturday. I didn't even realize that. Okay, that's interesting. Alrighty then. Um, I love anime, but I'm not into most of the newer stuff. I don't know, like the newer stuff, some of it like really I start to get into, but then as I get deeper into it, I lose interest. It's so weird. I think I'm just too much of a picky bastard. Like sometimes I even get frustrated with myself where I'm like, damn, Scott, is anything gonna make you happy with the anime? I don't know. I think for me, I can handle movies, but I think when I try to do series, I never usually make it through a whole series. Is there any series I completely made it through? Hmm, I don't think so. One of my go-to is Yu Yu Hakusho. I can go back and watch that one at least once a year. 90s had really, really good stuff. Especially anime movies from the 90s. They were really goddamn good. Um, like Bubblegum Crisis, The Guyver, um, what else? Akira's kind of like, it's a, yeah, Akira would be 90s. Um, what's some of the other? Crying Freeman, Van Helsing, Vampire Hunter D, Robotech. Like, there's a bunch of really good ones. Tell me how I just found out all of One Piece so far was just the build up to the beginning of the actual story. That's the thing too. Like, I'll watch one episode of like One Piece, and I'll be like, damn, that was a pretty good episode. don't completely understand what's going on because there's so many episodes and so many manga, and it's been going for so long. But I'll be like, that was pretty awesome. And then I'll try to watch more than one and get deeper into it, and then be like, okay, I'm done. It's ridiculous. And it's kind of shameful. I'm kind of ashamed sometimes that I do that. Or like I'll get one where I'm like, damn, now this is interesting. Like, what was the one I watched recently? It was by the same guy who did Astro Boy. And at first I got like so excited about it. I was like, God damn, this is so good. Give me a second. Let me type it in here. And sorry guys, I'm gonna finish soon. I'm feeling beat. I am exhausted. Like I had a little bit of energy left and I signed on here. And then now, I don't know, I haven't been on that long. How long have I been on? Only about an hour right now. I'm exhausted. Give me a second. What is the stuff that he's come out with recently? Prime Rose, Pluto 7, Neofaust, Metropolis. What? Come on. Where's his newer stuff? I can't remember what the newest one is called, but I'm pretty sure it's the one made by the creator of Astro Boy. And it's like he makes a robot that is like a boy, but the boy is like a really superior detective or something like that. And he works with another guy who's an AI robot who's married to a human woman, and they work together as detectives. I can't remember it. I can't remember what it's called. It's an opera that takes place in Japan, made in 1885. It's because one piece is made of over 1,000 pieces. Yeah, Crying Freeman. Yeah, that was actually pretty popular amongst me and my friends. Um, oh yeah, Berserk anime adaptation was weird. You're talking about that like sort of like it's like half CGI, half cell shading, and it just like starts. If I'm correct, it starts with him already with his arm chopped off and using the like missile bracelet or whatever the hell that thing is. And if am I right? Am I talking about the right one? And it has a really strange style to it. Like it's not too terrible, but it's also not great. You know what I watched that I was like really disappointed in? So Ghost in the Shell, the original anime, which was incredible, dealt with a lot of existential stuff. And then they came out with like a series, um, and like it had CGI, and I was just like, what is this CGI? Like it was bad. Like it was like really, really low detail CGI. Wrist is really itchy underneath my watch. Means I need to probably wash that wrist. Yeah, the original hand drawn stuff was way better. Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of shocked I signed into. I wasn't sure if I was going to. I didn't want to promise anything I wasn't. Oh, yeah, I'm feeling it now, dude. Ugh. Man, when sleep hits me, it hits me bad. So let's just catch up. I have two choices for my video tomorrow. One, I can do a reaction to a guy who had a really bad time in Japan. And I'm not there to be like, this guy's full of shit. Like, Japan's awesome. I want to listen to it because he had like a super bad time. He worked there right around after COVID, like kind of finished up. And well, I don't want to spoil it, but he had a crazy bad time. He worked like a job that I don't think treated him very well. He apparently dealt with like a lot of racism and stuff. He's just like a normal everyday white guy that you'd imagine working in Japan. And I listened to his video at first and I was like, dude, what? This guy's complaining so much. And then like the longer and longer I listened to his video, I was like, oh shit, no, this guy was dealt like an awful hand in Japan. Um, so I can react to that one, and kind of like go through what I think about his opinion on different stuff. There's some stuff he says that I'm kind of like, nah, I don't know. But there's other stuff he says that I'm like, oh, this is so true. You need to really be careful of this. Or the other thing I can do, and the only reason I'm kind of like deciding whether or not to do this, after I did that last video about the language problem, the language scam, that Ken Cannon is still doing, Jesus, that's a blast from the past. I had a lot of questions about how did you learn Japanese? And I kind of want to talk about how I failed to learn it properly. Like I wasn't great at learning it, but also how like my situation with learning it was really different than what a lot of people would have to go through. The fact that I was kind of dropped off in the middle of nowhere and just been like, here, idiot, learn. Um, like the company I was with went bankrupt and stuff, and I was kind of stuck. What do you guys think between those two, listening to those two, which sounds more interesting? Reacting to a guy who had a really rough time in Japan and decided to leave because of like kind of like some of the bad stuff, or my own story about how I had to learn Japanese and how I kind of failed at it, but I'm still learning now, and how learning now is very different from how I was learning then. What do you guys think? Let me know which one's best. Yeah, holy cow. There's times where I feel like it's always around when it gets past 10 o'clock. The guy who had the tough time sounds more interesting. All right, all right, all right. All right. Why not both? Why not both? I wouldn't put both in the same video because number one, it would make the video crazy long. It would probably be like a 2-hour video and people would be like, tune out. And they're not complete. Well, they're kind of related in the sense that it was like his reaction to Japan, but it would be too long. It'd be too much. I don't know. Maybe I can. Maybe I can do both. I don't know. We'll see. What video was it? Can I watch it? Can I save it? Is it okay if I save it for tomorrow? If I shout it out now, one Saturday and one Sunday. All right. You're right. Maybe I should do that. I don't know. The only thing I worry about is like sometimes I do get excited to make extra videos. Oh, make 2 separate videos. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Okay. Here's something I worry about. I do hit times where I'm like, I want to make another video and another video. And then I make a bunch. And then the next week when I have to make a video, just a single video again, I'm burned out. Like I'm like, oh man, fuck, I don't want to make any more videos. I hate this hobby. It sucks. And I'm always worried I'm going to push myself to that point. It's like a big problem ADHD people have where we'll like obsess over something and like get way too into it and then do it so much that we absolutely destroy any like passion we have for it. The only thing I never do that with, it tends to be only art. But even art, sometimes I'm like, okay, I got to take a fucking break from all this. Yeah, so yeah. Thank you, Loans Draftsman. I appreciate you waiting for me. I know it kind of sucks like to like hold off, but if I shout it out now, I feel like I could mess up me making the video. I want to make sure the guy gets the views and everything. He's a much smaller channel, and I was kind of shocked at like he didn't have. I would feel like he'd have more subscribers or more than me because his stuff. It was a pretty interesting video. Hence, I want to react to it. What was really interesting though is a lot of the people who joined chat here. I think Chiptooth was there and Mr. Boot was there on the comments, and I said hi to both of them. His point of view is as valid as anyone else's. I'd like to find out what happened to him. I remember what you went through. One of my favorite stories when you met the Yakuza. Yeah, you're right. Exactly. His point is valid. Everybody's point is valid. Anyway, love you guys. Sorry this is such a short video. I hit exactly 1 hour and 4 minutes, but I am freaking crashing as I talk to you. Probably because I just drank all that milk. That's probably what made me extra sleepy. But I love y'all, and it will be a much longer stream. And I hope to get my TTRPG crew back in order and give them the play session they deserve. All right, guys. You guys have a great night. Stay safe. Kai, I hope you feel better soon. And thanks for being patient with me, Lone's Draftman.